disappointment in the defense generally with the team. What do you think's going on?
Yeah, I think we're all disappointed as far as just keeping guys in front of us, just moving our feet, blocking shots. There's just a lot of opportunities that we're seeing on film and a lot of things that we want to do the right thing. We're putting a lot of effort in to do the right things, but then we get in the game and a lot of the work that we put in just isn't showing as much as it should right now. I think that's the frustrating part, is that it's such an emphasis for us. We're putting the hours in, we're doing it in practice, then we get to the game and there's just lapses. So it's frustrating, but it's not something that we can't work through. Like I said, it's going to be nice to have another game on film to really look at exactly where we're messing up and just go back and try and get better at it.
What's not translating from theory to practice, so to speak?
I think it's easy to say that you can simulate certain things in practice as far as keeping guys in front, moving your feet, but then you get in a live game where there's other things going on. I mean, you're running down on the offensive end, you got to deal with that, focusing on defense, and I think that's the biggest thing that Coach has been preaching is, like, forget about your offense, like, put that on me, like, that's going to work itself out, like, really focus on defense and what you need to do, and it makes the game easier. But I think that's one thing, is that we're just thinking too much about certain things, and at the end of the day, it's simple. You just got to guard your man and just play good team defense.
Coach Cal said that most freshmen coming out of high school really do struggle with defense. Was that something that you kind of had a hard time adjusting to when you got it to Stanford?
Yeah, something that I had a hard time adjusting to, just because the expectation is it's race. I mean, in high school, maybe you could trade baskets and you have more talent than guys, so you end up outscoring them from the course of the game. But when you're in college, you can't trade baskets, because if the team's defending you, they're stopping you from scoring, and then you're just letting them score at the other end. That's when games kind of become toss-ups, and games are closer than they really should when you play certain teams. So for us, it's just not expecting that we're going to be out-talent and just outscore teams, but really just taking pride in defending.
How surprising was it that Tennessee State didn't shoot a lot of threes? They came into it averaging like 30-some three-point shots a game.
Yeah, it was something we were expecting for them to throw up a lot of threes, but at the end of the day, that was something that was a point of emphasis for us. All we can practice was taking away the threes and really forcing them to drive. So now I think the next step in our progression of defense is, okay, if we're going to take away the threes, you can close out, make them put it on the floor, but also move our feet and stay in front of them and then contest shots at the rim. So we made improvements. I mean, we fixed a certain part of that, but we can't take step back in other parts of our defense.
You know, the Tennessee State coach said that they planned not to shoot threes. They wanted to hold the ball, move it around, and then try to drive on you guys, the bigs, in particular. I wonder how that plays on your mind, a team. It sounds like let's get away from what we do normally because we think we can exploit their defense.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, until we start defending the way we need to defend, I mean, we kind of open ourselves up to that, which is good. I mean, it was a challenge for us to stay in front of those guys, to not foul, move our feet, and things like that. So we want to be tested. I mean, obviously that's not what we want teams to think that they can exploit us anyway. And I feel like as we progress as a team later on in the season, it should be just solid to the point to where teams are searching for ways that they can score on us, where they don't feel like they have a mismatch or can exploit us in any way.
Do you feel like whatever coach wants is getting through to guys right now, even though you're winning, relatively comfortably right now, but it doesn't seem like he's happy with his performance?
It's getting through. I mean, that's what you want out your coach. It'd be easy for him to jump around and be excited that we're winning games, but at the end of the day, he has a big picture in mind. He even said it today about league play, and exactly, like, you're not going to win games playing like that when we get in league play. And he's right. I mean, you don't wait until the conference season starts to say, okay, now let's change some of these habits that we're doing and try and win games doing that. So, I mean, he shouldn't be happy with the performances we're putting together. All respect to the teams that we beat. We respect and we enjoy every win, but at the end of the day, we know that we make a lot of mistakes in these wins that we've had. We got to clean that up when we start playing some of these bigger teams down the stretch of the season.
They were even with you guys in the paint and points from the paint. What is that? They're not the biggest team. You'll be playing a lot bigger teams, obviously.
Yeah.
How does that play on your mind?
I don't know if it plays too much on our mind. Like you said, it all just breaks down to just guys penetrating, getting into the paint, not contesting shots the way we need to be or rotating the way we need to be. At the end of the day, it's a group effort. You can't say that one or two guys are getting beat. We'll all shoulder that everyone's having their glimpses in the game where your man's just getting by you and we're not defending the way we need to be. but I do think that that's something that we're going to be able to work on, that all of us need to work on.
He was kind of talking about rotations, and guys are not. He made it sound like if a player rotates, he's not fully confident that his teammate's going to rotate into his spot and cover for him in case. How much of that is going on, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, guys want to do the right thing. I mean, there's effort for sure, but I think that's the biggest thing to translate from practice to the game is those split-second decisions where maybe you got to leave your man to go help somebody else out, and you got to just trust that someone's going to pick yours up. And I think right now we're just struggling with those quick decisions as far as just playing free, playing loose on the defensive end, but just understanding that your teammate's going to go over and help you out. And I think just the more reps that we get at that live in games where you got to make those split-second decisions, we're going to keep on progressing. Obviously, we'd like it to happen more faster than it has.
And one thing I'm really puzzled by